Okie dokie. I see two waveforms, so I assume that means OBS is working.
That sounds correct to me.
I've heard a lot of good things about this game.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's wanted me to play it. I think everybody has played it, including you.
Yes.
So I will be playing this since I'm the only possible blind participant. I'm not sure much about this game, just that the maker said some Marxist stuff when accepting an award at the Game Awards, which sounds cool. And the host of Choppa Trap House play voices, I know that.
Yeah. I think in the update where they brought in a lot of professional voice actors, most of the Chapo people got replaced.
No! Will Vinegar erasure.
Yeah, there might be an option to use the old voices, but I don't know how you enable that.
Speaking of options, I did go into the settings. I noticed there's a settings for menu and text size. I put them all the way up because we are playing on our TV.
Yeah.
So hopefully any text that I need to read will be readable, but apparently a lot of this stuff is voiced now.
Yeah, the big voice update voices most of the narration now.
Okay, cool. And so I guess first step is making a character?
Yes.
Okay.
You just pick your skills.
Okay.
I have a few pre-mates, and I created my own.
Oh, okay, absolutely. I'm streaming this. I feel like I have to go through this process. Tacy's doing something.
Yeah, she's got stuff going on.
So one thing you wanted me to do is maybe try and come up with some sort of detective.
Yes, just
to kind of model myself off of.
Yeah, I mentioned if you wanted to try that, we could try to figure out a build for that.
So I thought of different detectives. What do you think about Amelia Watson?
Okay, that would be fun.
Is there a lot of pain for me to get angry at?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, Columbo I thought of as well.
Yeah.
So, intellect, psyche, physique, and motorics.
Yeah.
Is that like dexterity?
Yeah, that would be the dexterity equivalent. Okay. Although each skill is not like... It's not a one-to-one map. Like, motorics also involves your perception.
Oh, okay.
I know physique also has kind of your intimidation skill.
Uh-huh. Oh, here's just a random button.
Yeah. Let's see. So, Ame.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I would say a super high intellect.
Let's see, how high does it go? It's
6, I think.
So 3, 4 is like the average, maybe.
I know there are two kinds of health in this game, like a physical health and a mental health.
Okay.
And the skills that determine those are in psyche and physique.
Okay.
So it's okay to have those low if you want, but it will make things interesting.
Okay, yeah. So I guess
physique does have the most fighting-ish and threatening-ish skills, so that I would say maybe that could go high.
Okay.
It also has the drug skill, and I know.
Oh yeah,
the Watson concoction.
Concoction, yes, yeah.
Motorics would have the shooting skill.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll probably want that at a decent level.
You might want physique and motorics to be somewhat high.
Let's see. She does kind of have an affinity with animals. She has a lot of pets.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a real animal skill. There aren't really a ton of animals in the game. There is one important animal, but I think you might bump up psyche a bit, maybe.
Okay. What should I take out of?
Maybe take one from physique or motorics.
Okay. Senses, agile, muscular, maybe physique. So Ame's a gamer.
Yeah.
She's
a motor.
probably has
Oh yeah, and you're like working with electronic skills in motorics, I believe.
Okay. It says Gene Parmesan's key stat is drama.
Yeah. See. That doesn't make sense.
Alright, so how does this look?
I think that looks pretty good.
Alright. Let's go, teammates.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So these are the skills that each of those abilities include.
Okay.
So, like, volition is the skill that determines your mental health, and endurance determines your physical health.
Okay.
See those in the purple and red lines.
Oh, okay. Volition and...
endurance.
Oh, right there. I see.
So what you do now is... the way skills work is essentially... So... they have, like, a base score and then... a max amount you can get over the course of the game. So these are your starting base scores.
Okay.
Like, your volition is 3 right now, and over the course of the game, you could max it up to twice that, so 6.
Okay.
Right now you're picking a signature skill, which is just sort of like a bonus skill you want to be better.
Okay.
That'll increase its score by 1, and it'll increase the max rank of every other ability in its row by 1.
Okay.
So, like, if you picked Inland Empire, that was my signature skill, it would go up to 4 right now, and then the max rank of everything else would also go up by 1, so it would go up to 7 for all the purple skills.
Hunches and gut feelings.
Yeah. A lot of the more supernatural stuff is in Inland Empire.
Okay. Inland... Where have I heard that before?
There's a David Lynch movie called Inland Empire.
Okay.
It's also a region in California, which the movie's named after, but I'm pretty sure the Lynch movie is the inspiration.
Uh-huh. That would make sense for, like, otherworldly stuff.
Yeah.
Defeat, authority.
Esprit de corps. That's how well you get along with all the other cops and no cop stuff.
Oh, okay. Connect to Station 41. Understand cop culture. Okay. Charm men and women. Play the puppet master.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, drama is a skill. So
it is, yeah.
Okay, you can't do Gene Parmesan.
Yeah. That's, I think, the most prominent lying skill.
Oh,
You want
okay.
to lie a lot. Electrochemistry is the drug skill.
Oh, okay,
Red.
right here.
Yeah.
Go to party planet, love and be loved by drugs.
Actually, I think Shivers was my signature skill when I played through.
Oh, okay.
Shivers is interesting. It's sort of like how in tune you are with the city. Like,
Oh,
you can kind of feel the city's emotions and what's going on. Just know,
okay.
like...
Some, like, intangible
Yeah.
sense of what's going on around you. Interesting.
One person I watched a video about this game described Shivers as kind of knowing a city the way a cab driver who's lived there his entire life knows a city.
Okay, interesting.
Half-Light is your fight or flight response,
Oh, okay.
and threatening people.
Oh, okay. So, our highest is motorics. Let's see what these do.
Mm-hmm.
Hand-eye coordination, okay. Perception, see, hear, smell everything. Let no detail go unnoticed. Quickest to react, okay. I like these illustrations.
Yeah, those are fun.
Savoir faire. Speak under their noses, stun with immense panache.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. So is that kind of like a diplomacy thing, maybe?
A lot of it is just kind of like using, I guess, style and movement, sort of.
Oh, okay. Oh, so kind of like body language, maybe?
Yeah, kind
of. Interfacing.
If you have to do, like, I think there's like big jumps and stuff that use savoir-faire, and you have to make sure you don't hurt yourself.
Master machines pick locks and pockets.
Mm-hmm.
And composure. Probably not this one.
Yeah.
thinking maybe perception, hand-eye coordination or interfacing.
Okay.
Though maybe I want to bump up one of my weaker things. I
That
don't
could
know.
be. Of the 1s and 2, I like visual calculus a lot, and drama. Drama can be fun.
Visual reconstruct kinds. Oh, okay, make laws.
Also,
So it's like maybe visual learning.
yeah, a lot of the times, like if you'll go to a crime scene, you kind of reconstruct it in your mind.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Also, Inland Empire might be the closest thing to like animals.
Oh, okay.
You can kind of like get hunches about them.
Mm-hmm.
But there isn't a ton of animal stuff in this game.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think she like
Yeah.
talks to her dogs or anything. I
Yeah,
think
she just shouts at them when they make noise.
yeah. Baba. Okay, this is just like knowledge.
Yeah.
Rhetoric.
That's
seems
the
pretty
debate me skill.
explanatory, yeah. Drama. Play the actor, lie and detect lies. Oh, okay. So it's also kind of an insight
Yeah.
thing. Understand creativity, see art in the world. Okay, cool.
I will say it is kind of good to have some low skills, just because failures on checks can be pretty funny,
Okay.
and especially being kind of stupid can lead to some fun moments.
Okay, good.
Like I think, like especially like a low encyclopedia can lead to some funny things.
Oh, good. Okay.
But yeah, I think interfacing might be good for Ame, because she's so techy.
Yeah.
But perception could be fun too. Perception is extremely useful
Okay.
over the course of the game. Like a lot of the first points I put into my character when I was leveling stuff up were into perception. You also get a lot of the gear you pick up in the game will increase these skills, and you can swap it out whenever you want.
Oh, okay. Okay, this is kind of intimidation as well.
Mm-hmm.
But from, I guess it's intimidation, but like from a different angle.
Yeah.
That, like...
Half-Light is more you're intimidating them with physical force authorities. You're intimidating them with the law.
Yeah. That's interesting. Physical instrument. Flex powerful muscles.
Yeah, if you have to do things with physical strength. That's
Oh,
a good
okay.
one.
I see. Physical instrument.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with... Yeah, let's go with interfacing.
Okay.
Because pick locks and pockets, maybe could just associate that with being a gamer.
Yeah.
So... Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, then we go confirm, we
Yep.
move on? Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, that's all
Mm-hmm.
character creation? Alright. Alright, let's see what this is all about. Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest... Oh, I'm a slow reader.
Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown.
Ah, okay.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.
Well, now I can respond, or... I think Ame would.
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Okay.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Let's see. How would Ame feel about nothingness?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness. of the meat thing.
Oh. Plunge back into the fathomless deep, or no, I want to have to X something.
Ex love, ex tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyssopelagic zone.
Abyssopelagic.
It's like the deepest part of the ocean.
Oh, okay. Alonzi.
Do you really?
Yeah.
No, does the game end if I just accept blackness?
I think eventually it wakes you up.
Oh, okay.
But I definitely stayed in the blackness for a while when I
Oh,
started.
Like, Ame does like rage quit, but
Yeah.
rage quit, that's like a passionate thing. This seems like more resignation.
Yeah.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
Inland Empire talking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, each skill has like passive checks it does in the background, and you just met a passive Inland Empire check.
Okay. And Inland Empire's like instinct?
Yeah, kind of instinct and like hunches and
Okay.
strange stuff.
Yes, your one disco mother.
That sounds...
Somewhere in the sore, bloated man-meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert. Hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
The
Yeah,
stench
that's a
of
good
liquor
line.
rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache. A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
There you are.
Alright. Okay. Do I use the keyboard for anything?
I think there are some buttons. I know there's one button that like highlights everything you can interact with, but I forget what it is. It'll probably tell you pretty soon. There's some pants.
Oh, it gives me one savoir faire, but one less. Oh, no, loses savoir faire, but gives me electrochemistry.
Yeah. The yellow dot now is like an internal thought you're having.
Oh.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Perception.
It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Oh, hold tab to highlight it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. So there. Some more clothing. Disco Ass Blazer. Esprit Decor. Which one was that again?
That was the cop skill.
Oh,
Like
okay.
the cop knowledge and your relationship with other cops.
Okay. Oh, it's a tie on the... Can I... Yep.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
So I will say, it's a savoir-faire check to do this. If you want, you could exit out of this, take off your pants, and then do the check.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Also, I think turning off the fan helps.
Yeah. Oh, do I still have to do the check even if I turn the fan off?
I think so.
The blades come squeaking to a halt.
Oh yeah, now it's pretty
It
high.
should be easier to reach the tie now.
You might not even have to take off your pants.
Well, how do I take them off?
See the menu down there on the bottom right? I think that is your inventory.
Okay.
So you can just like drag the pants over to there.
There we go.
Look at that guy.
Okay. Oh, no.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One
What-
ends in a tiny
how
fan,
much it
the
turns.
other in a light
Yeah.
bulb.
I think there's always like
truly
a
horrific necktie has somehow attached
possible,
itself to one of
like,
the blades.
it rolls 2 dice to see if you, and then compares it against your score to see if you win.
Oh, okay.
So it's always possible you roll 2 ones and just lose automatically.
You swoop
But you're
up
good.
and catch the tie.
Oh, I see
Snap.
2 dice there.
It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
I guess I can turn
The switch must be broken because
Oh,
nothing.
never mind.
The air in the room is starting to feel like vaporized urine. The switch must be broken because
Okay.
nothing happens. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. The lights are off.
So, if you fail the check to get the necktie, I think maybe when the fan's going on, you will take damage. And if you have low health, you will die. So a lot of people, I don't know if it's a lot, but people do kill themselves in the first minute of this game.
That's funny.
Doing that.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Oh, assess the damage.
What do you mean? Assess the damage. How would you do that? What are you even trying to do? The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings.
Okay. Medium-sized bottle of Commodore Red. Cut the tape while the song was playing. Oh. Oh, I'm hitting caps lock instead of tab. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, something over here. Is that a shoe?
I think that is a shoe. On the tire.
Green shoe, left foot. Did I put it on? I think I yep, I put it on. And then we got this reel-to-reel tape player still on, rolling empty. It's over here. Oh, it's in the other room. This faucet's running. Oh, is it a locked door?
Oh yeah, that's a locked door. Nice.
It's the entrance to my apartment and the bathroom. Awesome. All right. This guy,
Yep, he parties.
yeah. Party animal. Okay, there's more stuff to... Oh.
Sure.
White satin shirt. Conceptualization, less suggestion. Okay.
That's a cat.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
Oof. It's like in Walk the Line.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Walk Hard.
Walk Hard, yeah.
Hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it. Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin. It's not. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you. It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers. Behold.
Oh my gosh.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you? It appears
Yes,
you're
I'm an
also
idol,
dead.
of course I'm a
There's clearly
superstar.
rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? You should check yourself for a pulse, superstar. From here it looks like a cadaverous spasm. You find no sign of life on your swollen neck.
experience.
However, putting your hand on your chest reveals an irregular heartbeat. You appear to be alive, for now.
Is this
Yeah, those are checks you can make.
Oh, okay.
You can try to stop the expression, and you can try to figure out where it's coming from.
Both of these are low.
Yeah.
Is there any reason not to do check like this?
If you fail, you're locked out of it until you increase that skill. But also these checks aren't particularly important.
Okay,
But yeah.
source the expression or attempt to stop the expression.
I think you can do both as well.
Okay.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place, somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
I think Daisy's getting picked up on the microphone.
Yeah, I hear purring.
Impossible.
Yeah, so the only way you could pass is if you roll
It's
double
too
six.
late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Okay. Is that everything?
There's the dot around your head.
Oh.
But I think you've
It's broken
found
glass.
most stuff.
There's a door here. I see. What's the door in the bathroom? So I have a key, right?
Yeah.
For my pants.
Yes.
Oh, I gotta put my pants back on.
I mean, if you want. The key might be under items. I think that's what the orange dot means.
Oh,
There's like something in there. Oh no, that's the cassette.
There's keys right here.
Okay, yeah. That's where keys are.
Do I like...
I don't think you need to like equip it or anything. I think if
okay.
you can use it, it'll get used automatically. Yeah, I don't think it works there.
Okay. Maybe it's just a closet or something.
I think you do find out eventually what that door does, but I don't remember when.
Okay. Stores all my secrets.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Is that door? Oh, okay. There's a person. Oh, got some music. Frozen control 0 centigrade, black ice warming. Money. Oh, whoops.
Oh, you're fine.
I didn't mean to. Didn't realize that was an exit. Oh my.
Yeah, you're out on the balcony.
Oh, I had some sort of inner monologue.
Yeah. You can probably go back there and see it sometime. Maybe.
Here's 51.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
No.
The young woman shakes her head slowly.
No. You're a police officer, sir.
I feel like this would be the Ahmed answer.
Okay, cool. I won't. First, I have to ask, are you okay, sir? You look like you're about to throw up. Can I bring you something?
She's right. Something wants to come out through your mouth, right in front of her, right here. It makes you put your hand on your stomach and swallow.
Sir, you've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less. Okay. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
The expression on her. Let's see.
I can see that. Could it be because of the drinking?
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words a million times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
This is definitely the Columbo. I just have one more question.
Oh, yeah.
You're a cop, Harry. It is unnatural of you not to want to ask questions.
Yes. The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city. You're in a hostel, sir. We are in Revachol.
Revachol.
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties. It's 51. The current century? Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one. Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir. You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization. There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music. I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here. Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them. Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on. I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace. A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it. Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also, that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it. Yes, it was very cool. Then you started screaming and trashed the place. No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room. A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out. There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it. Glad to have been of assistance.
Is this her cigarette? Did I pick it up?
Yeah, I think maybe.
Oh, okay, that's down here.
Not sure. Maybe not.
Oh, okay. Something over here. In addition to the satirical newspaper Trompe le Monde. Oh, I didn't pick that up. I wanted to read some satire. I can go down the stairs or I can go out that door I went out of. Let's go out that door. Oh.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it. Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously. How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that, a carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied, then smoke them all. Good. Thinking about yummy cigarettes in your mouth is the next best thing. Make sure you think about juicy sticks of tobacco all the time, though. It doesn't count if it's not all the time.
Oh, wow.
And when you're done thinking about them, graduate to getting them. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Oh yeah, drugs give bonuses to certain skills. And also maybe detriments to certain skills. I don't know. I didn't mess with drugs too much when I played.
Oh, I guess I can interact with your door. Oh, I don't know what that does.
The door is closed.
I don't know if I'll bother.
I don't know if there's much you can do with her at this point. Play, but
It's 11 degrees centigrade rainfall. Okay. Okay, here's that thought. So maybe she does it. I want her on some kind of balcony. Oh. Something here. Oh, it's my other shoe. Alright. And I am wearing it. Oh, I have some thoughts.
There they both are. Two identical shoes. Both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. Reunited on your feet.
Is it the same voice actor for all the,
I think so, yeah.
Interesting.
Because they're all essentially like part of you.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
Good. They're balanced. Comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Briny wet. Okay. So that was like a red thing.
Yeah, I think that's just like since
a-
it's like a physical sensation you're
Yeah.
experiencing.
Oh, okay. And yellow's more like a thought.
Yeah.
Oh. These are kind of orange. I wonder if
Yeah.
it's like a notification. Oh, okay, this is my
Yeah.
smoking side quest.
And you just finished the find your shoe side quest.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Tasks, okay.
Oh yeah, this keeps track of checks you can do or have
Oh.
attempted.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. But you don't have a map yet, so you can't really know where they are unless you remember.
Okay, this is the broken window one's easy now.
Yeah.
Okay, I might go back and do that just for kicks.
I think you would need to improve your visual calculus before you can reattempt it.
Oh, okay.
But it might be. You might check. I'm not sure.
Cassette case. It does that when I click on it.
Yeah.
Let's see, mouse over. Oh, that's a price.
Yeah.
Okay. Used to be a tape in this case, but was destroyed in a fit of rage. Something about the Atelier?
Yeah.
Atelier is Atelier single. Smallest church in St. Cyans. Must have rubbed someone the wrong way. The label says the song was recorded in 43. And it's 51 right now.
Yeah.
Close. Oh, tools. Interact. Okay. And are these like the bonuses from what I'm wearing, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. Not very suggestive or...
Oh, savoir-faire. I think the pants and maybe the shoes are hurting your savoir-faire, but I don't remember exactly. The pants definitely do.
The window stands broken in its frame.
Yeah, locked.
Cold wind blows in.
When you level up, you get like a point you can invest in your skills, and if you like put that into visual calculus, it would unlock all the locked visual calculus checks.
Okay.
The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings.
Okay. So go down the stairs. Ooh, got some tunes. That's what the lyrics would be. Big old karaoke mic, just waiting for someone to sing into it. Connected to the radio. Seasoned with static.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
Ame does love karaoke.
Yeah.
Let's see. Soul's immense, soul is modest, soul is puny, soul's cubic content is obscured by the
Utterly. And it needs to be heard. Through a PA system. By other people.
That's like, I think I gotta stick with the superstar narrative.
Yeah.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works. You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious. No, don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You would need another copy of the tape first, though.
Oh.
The one upstairs is destroyed.
Another side quest?
Yep.
Finish thought, okay. Get your hands on... Oh. Find a sufficiently tragic tape and play it on a boombox to memorize the lyrics, then ask the cafeteria manager to perform, preferably in the evening while people at the bar, then pull a sad song on tape. Oh. Is that a plant? Oh.
It's a healing item.
Okay. Wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. Orange bubbles right here. There's a door thing. Kitchen reserved for personnel until 13.
Oh yeah, all the time's like 24-hour time.
Uh-huh. New paraphernalia. Stripe poster. Some red pens.
You can see the current time in the lower right corner.
Oh, I see. There's some people.
Mm-hmm. might go use the restroom before you start talking to people. If you want to explore a bit more.
Sure.
Also, feel free to start talking if you want.
Over here. Looks like maybe money, but it's on the other side there. And I'm not a union member, at least that I know of. We'll start off talking to this gentleman.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again.
Gart, cafeteria manager.
That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he is purposely ignoring you. Looks like he's not a fan. A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. A small engraved steel tag says, "The Great Skua, Ste Koari's Skua." Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager. I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in. She just, you know... Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
Yes, you are. A real decorated hero. What did you not do? First you took the body down. Then you solved the murder. Then you didn't trash my hostel room. Maybe you even negotiated the strike. No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here. No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
Alright, Bomber Jacket Man maybe sounds like progress in the game, so let's talk to the wheelchair lady next.
Hello, sweetie.
Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Okay. I talked to the cafeteria manager.
Oh, okay. Find out a bit about your situation.
I don't know. But I think the most salient thing is that he insisted he wasn't the bartender.
Okay, yeah, that is true.
Let's talk to this guy.
A speckled man in an
Kim
orange bomber
Kitsuragi.
jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why? On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer. He is your half-brother.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
Oh, what is my name?
This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
If I choose this one, do I still get to do the check?
I'm not sure.
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
Okay then.
I never got that one. So I'm curious to
Okay.
see what it sets up down the line. I think I failed it and like he made up a goofy name on the spot.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here? If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice. Right. And the interviews? Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? Sure. But did you take it down from the tree? Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree? So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's eyes. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
What's this guy's deal in cadavers, huh?
Yeah.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General. Yes. They are not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job. You mean you don't have a badge? Oh, if you didn't have your badge, then that would be very bad. You would need to report it on my shortwave. But since you do have it, we can go straight to the task at hand. I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern. Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down. After you, officer.
Alright.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party.
Oh,
You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
okay. Back to the manager.
Oh yeah, he has a bird.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
Oh gosh. What would Ame say? Leaning towards Harbinger of Ruin.
What?
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
This sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No. I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective. I have everything. You? The body was behind the building, right? How do we get there?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
Ugh.
And how do we get there?
See that door there? Go out and turn right. There's a big hole in the fence. No need for a key. Just go through that hole and you'll be in the courtyard.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real. Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
No, you don't owe me street cred. You owe me money. You owe this establishment 130 real. See, 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money. You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything. I don't really need you to say anything. I just need the money.
Back to the...
Yeah.
What are you, a philosopher? Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
They're yours.
Yes, it is.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for
Oh,
something in
gosh.
the pockets of his orange bomber.
So is it this door?
I think it's the other door.
Oh, okay.
That one's...
Oh, that's right. Yeah, there's a door over here. Oh,
Oh yeah, if you double click you can run. I think there might be something you can hold to run as well.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't remember.
We're out in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that hole in the fence.
Yeah.
Thing. So we're looking for a cadaver. Oh, there's somebody. Oh. Oh, there's our...
Yep.
Oh. It's like spoiled meat and curdled dairy. Let's talk to this lad.
Kuno's got this.
Oh yeah, nappa comfy, Kuno. Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like 2 black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body. The kid is obviously high.
I don't know if I would tell him to stop getting high.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Yeah, Kuno. Ride the lightning, Kuno.
Oh, it's a great Metallica album.
Kuno's riding at sea.
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener. Fuck no. Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking entrapment shit.
Kuno knows what's up.
Fast. This kid has got street smarts.
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
Oh, is that a
Yes.
slur? Okay.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. You will see.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast.
Kuno.
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions. Like a cop.
Kuno's fucking. Kuno uses the fucking for target practice.
He could have just said he doesn't know.
Fuck Gimp. I think I found a new screen name.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking okay. Gotta have a gimp for rock practice.
Don't ask the pigs for permission, Kuno. Don't ask the pigs for shit.
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking... Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City. Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis. And you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant. Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
Right, pig? This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno's Kuno, pig? The fuck are you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking first person?
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Ray!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Everybody, please! Get his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please! Look. I know you wanted to hit me. You got that, I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look. The Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look. I can. Kuno can smell that violent shit. I know what you were thinking. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut his shit down. You know what? You should have hit the Kuno, because now you're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno.
No.
Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
Kuno turned you into his prison bitch! You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno!
It's so owned by Kuno.
Kuno owned you bad.
No, you're not. You can just leave.
God. Kim the fucking buzzkill.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
Okay, I take this body down. Oh, autosave.
Oh yeah, saving. You might want to save kind of regularly just in case you like die.
Okay.
So I think there's a quick save button, but it does autosave pretty regularly too. Usually after like important conversations and stuff.
You grow herbs in this greenhouse. Okay. Oh, there's some tracks here.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Maybe more than 12.
Wow.
No, 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. 1. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 46. 2. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. 3. Hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 43. 4. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46? You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them. 5. Another standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. 6. An aberration, light as air, even pace, same make of boot, but number 41. Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped. You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it, and the tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. 8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
How many? I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
This man is not easily toyed with.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
Hyperope? Interesting.
200? Could it be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Possibly, yes. A woman or a kid? Understood. Anything else? A woman or a kid? Okay. How do you know?
He knows it's hard to discern sex from a person's gait.
Understood. Anything else? A woman or... Okay. How do...
He knows it's hard to discern sex from a person.
Understood. Anything else? Interesting. Let's name it the Old Soul. Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer? No, it's not. Forget I said it. I'm not looking for a drummer. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on right. We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no? A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havasham. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed, they all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
Oh, honey and
Magnesium for morale.
again, I think morale's like your mental health.
Oh, okay. Something over here.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Oh. Cured pig's head. Tube of magnesium. Oh, magnesium's not one of them. Must be the thing I just got. Silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder. Get out of the way or get fucked up.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
No, I'm just a regular detective, thank you very much. Of course, detective. Swift justice. Don't worry, we don't have to investigate every trace of narcotics.
Yeah, swift, lightning justice. Faster, harder, justicer.
See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Oh. Okay. Oh, where am I going?
Oh yeah.
I just clicked on this coat.
Yeah, I think you have to. It's trying to walk you up to that ledge the coat's hanging from to get you to look
okay.
at it.
Okay, I can't go for that. Okay, I see.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. When the wind ruffles the cloak, you can most definitely see a white rectangle on its back.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
Oh God, I don't know.
The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether
You might
should
hold
go
off
for
on
it.
that one.
Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 major stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you. What are we doing? We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. They're bound to have information for us. I thought that was our intention. Or it could be that we are just exploring.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. That machine is a Kvalsund 1020 HK.
Is it? Kvalsund makes a lot of heavy equipment, but this is phenomenal, even for them. But I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here.
If you ever want to do that, you might take off your gear that hurts your savoir-faire.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, up to you. You might go explore around a bit first.
I guess I could see what the chances are if I.
Yeah. So I know it was your pants.
Okay.
I think maybe your
Take my
shoes.
shoes off. Oh yeah, it is my shoes. Okay.
The tarpaulin cloak with possible
Okay.
RCM markings is
Better.
still caught on the railing.
Oh, oops. I think I'll. Wait. I still need to actually take the body down.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, it's this way. That was a crate. With Nosa fed. Oh, there's something over there. Get it. Roots together. I think that's where we came from.
Yeah, I think that's how you get back down.
There's the other.
Yes, I think that's Kuno S.
Oh, okay.
So it's Kuno and Lady
This
Kuno.
trash
essentially.
container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too. We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Or where's a crown?
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me.
Kuno,
Come
as
to
I say,
snuff my
yes.
shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
Oh gosh. I guess I don't have any other choice.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
What's this kid shit? Fucking mind games. I'd rather die than squeal.
Get the fuck out of here, face. You got done. Talk to me.
So it's a girl. Interesting. The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
Legendary. I cover your nose without throwing up.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow. Cock's gonna blow, Kuno.
Okay, I guess I need to find some way of cutting them down.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now. The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within. You feel a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from the stomach acid. The smell of Commodore Red rises from the pool. Among it, distilled spirit and bits of shish kebab.
Keep it. It's not pity. You should wipe your mouth after vomiting.
He's got a point.
Yes.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. There is Frit nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't... There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the Whirling in Rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Okay. So I just need to pass that not throwing up check to interact with the...
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it looks like I can just hold left click to keep moving.
I think if you double click and hold down the second click, you can keep running as well.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, look at that.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? Of course. What can I help you with? Of course. Where to? What do you mean? Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This intersection is called Roundabout North.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really. The harbor gates, some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too. Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably. Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market, but that got closed down ages ago. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach. No problem.
She's very well composed. Back straight.
Sure, I'm done with it. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache. Excuse me?
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
Oh, well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here. Okay. Of course. I won't hold you back.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the autopsy.
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
Alright, so can I take this ammonia?
Yeah, I think it'd be under items, I assume.
Okay. And pool.
Yeah, I think it might automatically get used when you try the check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I should put those gloves on. Alright. Let's see if I can talk to the owner again. Oops.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation. So joining me from Precinct 41. Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene.
Oh, that's weird.
It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call.
Oh,
yes?
I bet since you didn't technically ask any questions last time, it didn't like update your quest.
No,
for us or
I only
something.
just got here. It was probably.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
This sounds like something you can use.
You said you just got here. From where?
What, of Martinez? No.
But you still know your way around.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as
I didn't imply that. Detective. Mm-hmm. I have everything. You?
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would? I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
He doesn't know. He just said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him. Oh, people are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching. The locals, the customers, the people who eat here, a lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
Did the deboarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her. I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd send a message.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
She went away because none of your business.
Oh.
Oh my God, what is your obsession with this Sylvie person? Get over it. She went away because none of your business. Does she? Maybe she does. Maybe she pertains to the apocalypse. Sylvie is not here because I asked for her number. The dead body out back didn't help either, but it was mostly me. I hope you appreciate that.
Thank you.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching. Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing.
I guess I can't ask him to unlock the...
You might try to get out of this conversation and
Let's go.
talk to him again.
Not so fast.
Oh.
You owe me
This again?
way out.
If only you could take off your pants in the middle of a conversation.
I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't owe me shit. Well, officer, you're right. You don't owe me shit. You owe me money.
We do not need to assert ourselves here. We only need instructions from him. This is the proprietor, remember?
You know, I get this all the time. Some hobo comes in here, or some backpacking arsehole off the boat. The next day, when they can't make their fees, they get aggressive. I just never thought I'd be in this shit with a cop. Please, just give me the money. I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
Streets. Let's see.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
Good luck.
Okay, new task.
Okay.
Okay. Oh.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. You don't really know, do you? South, maybe. Doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Can I help you?
Here we go. You're correct.
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Yeah.
What thing? Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. He wasn't pan-fried, he was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with... Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must.
There's a voice acting versus regular time.
It's interesting.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the Whirling later.
Is that the name of this hostel?
Oh yeah, the Whirling in Rags is the hostel.
Absolutely out of the question.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
Alright, nice. Back to our cadaver. Ted, are you talking about the check to get my coat?
Oh, I think it's the savoir-faire check when you're talking to Gart. To just run away from him when he wants money.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Do I do this now, or do I take the thing first?
It says +1 ammonia when you mouse over that, so I think that means it will count that with you.
This thing.
Oh. That's your... This is another sort of skill thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure why it's...
It was lit up, so I just
okay.
it down here.
Oh, yeah, it just unlocked your thought cabinet for you. So you
Oh.
might exit out of the dialogue to... I can show you what that sort of thing does.
Okay.
So basically, you get, like, special thoughts you can internalize over time, and while you're thinking about them, they give you either a positive or a negative, and then once enough time passes, the thought's complete, and it gives you a special bonus.
Oh, okay.
I think you unlocked one when you're thinking about your actual address.
Oh, okay.
That's what Lonesome Long Way Home is. So if you click on one of the slots there, you can internalize it.
Oh.
But I think you need to level up before you can unlock a slot. Oh, maybe not. Maybe start with those 3.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, this one gives you +1 encyclopedia while you're thinking about it.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And then after 6 hours passes, it'll be done.
Oh, okay.
And time passes whenever you're like in a conversation or reading something. It doesn't pass while you're just walking around.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right.
There he still is, looking right through you. The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your guts. You managed to keep it in once.
Oh, I don't cry.
The second time,
Oh,
not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Oh yeah, apparently you also have a thought you can internalize about being a superstar, so you might want to do that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But
Nor does the wind right now.
Oh, thank you, Kim.
The weight is reassuring, like a crenel on solid fortification. Pat, pat, pat.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder. That's probably a good idea. Clear our head. But before we can do that, you need to get your shit together. We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
yeah.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue
this
is
teaches
over,
you the thought
go to
cabinet.
your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Okay.
So yeah, if you internalize that thought, I think it makes you automatically pass the vomit check.
Metric shit compressor. Your shit is apart, and it's rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being. It's supposed to be the opposite of that. Together, compressed in a small area. To achieve a solid level of shit compression, squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Do something similar with the 2 hemispheres of your brain. Talk to people. Well, huh. So do I have the superstar one somewhere? I guess it would be like highlighted if I...
Yeah, it might be up at the top, or you might not have unlocked it yet. I saw people in chat talking about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see some kind of superstar kind of down towards the bottom there.
Oh, right there.
But yeah, it looks like it's not unlocked yet.
Some kind of superstar. Okay.
So yeah.
You need to find out how to unlock that.
Yeah. I imagine if you just start saying superstar shit, it'll
Yeah.
you'll eventually find a way.
Oops. Excellent. Okay. So I can internalize 6 at a time?
I think more as you unlock them. Eventually you need to like spend your level up points to unlock more thought slots.
Oh, okay.
I think you might have like 12 total.
Oh, wow. Okay, I see somewhere.
They're just kind of faded out towards the top.
Interesting. Okay. I'll report your badge missing. Inspect victim's body. Oh, equip and complete the thought. Okay,
Yeah.
and it wants me to just walk around and wait for that thought to finish. I see. Oh yeah, we can open the trash container.
Yep.
pay for damages. Okay.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this.
Right, interfacing.
No, searching for evidence in the trash. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar-marked blue jeans. Pockets empty, or empty. He wore them with a belt, too, a white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force. Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container. It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey. Nothing.
Click the thumb button.
It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something. Something larger. A clipboard.
Ooh.
A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting. Not just any man's. This dense cursive, it's yours.
Officer, is that your paperwork? Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash? Boring. Try dangerous. You should do a thorough inventory of that. Be sure some has not fallen into the hands of the RCM's enemies, organized crime or worse. Official notes sometimes contain informants' names, even undercover operatives. It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron. Only in its social sensibility.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact...
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Alright. Let's see here. Interact, okay. Do I dare look at this mug? Person of Sumerian descent frolicking in a field of saffron flowers, buck-toothed and grinning feeble-mindedly. Cheap knockoff of some colonial era antique.
Yeah, the big red interact part is what you click onto.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much. Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage? But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work. Just finish your case, detective. It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart. They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible. Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average. What do you mean? Is that all?
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes. 2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me. It's okay. We all make mistakes.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible. It's inornate, nearly illegible, yet marching in orderly lines. Your hand cramps up merely looking at the scribbles drawn, as by some magnet, to the red checkered margins. Fast, but always straight. Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case. Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the Ukar parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene? Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does. It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves. Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself. I pray his loved ones never find out. Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. The ledger only
your
comes
case.
with an old, worn-down lead pencil. It will do, barely. But the lieutenant looks at his blue notebook. 2 fat, shiny pens hang from the binder, like large caliber bullets on an ammo belt. He is not really saying anything, just standing there, looking at them.
Know that I give this to you with resentment.
Aww.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the blue oblong pen in a brash freehand uncannily similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. You're a swashbuckler with that pen, Harry, and it feels good. Feels like completion. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
No, actually. Any ideas? Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too.
He's so
The
excited.
Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Seems very enthusiastic.
The notebook is annual. It says 51 on what remains of its cover. A molten strap of cardboard. Everything prior to this must have belonged to a previous volume. In short, there was more. You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now. In the back, you see thin, translucent copy of paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form. 3. The topmost are misconduct fines, the middle ones are station calls, and the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields. These are quite sinister in tone. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing. All in a print so small it could be considered downright cute. A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs. Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys.
Do I hand a fine to this kid right here?
Oh yeah, I'm sure that'll go
Being
well.
sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copy of paper. It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back you see the embossed letters, RCM. Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it. Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment? And something small inside, light, made of paper or cardboard, or dried flowers perhaps. The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center. With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
Oh, okay.
Is not what you end up doing.
Double one.
You squeeze the plastic to slide it open, but nothing happens. Then you bend it some, then crack it. The goddamn thing is stuck. The ledger quivers in your hand. As it shakes, the pages rustle. This pathetic mess suddenly afraid of you for some reason. The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner. You know, like the bits they put into public piss bowls, probably called Fermi Discrete, or Axel, or something. At some point in its journey, the ledger has seen the inside of a public toilet. Remember when I said the smell of the upstairs bathroom was so rank they should have sent a poet to describe it? Why, yes it is, among many other things. This cleaning tablet is used by the whirling in rags. Perhaps that's where the ledger was dropped in the toilet, by you. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off with your finger and voila! The ledger now looks marginally better. An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before. Looks like an official mark, made with low visibility outside the right circumstances.
What? Yes, halogen watermark used for adding information to RCM property. It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do. All RCM vehicles have had lights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight. Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse. Handwritten logs on dozens of investigations date back to January 51. Stamped case files, commit to paper. These are your last couple of months in Revachol, Precinct 41, Jamrock Quarter. You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
All right. Oh, this is the pin Ken gave me. Side order of resentment. I'm sorry, Kim. Okay. Well, some more thoughts?
Volumetric shit compressor.
Oh, I guess I finished this. Nice. Just going through the ledger.
Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure
Did you
of
finish
around
getting your shit together?
I guess so.
95 gigadecimals.
Yeah, that one doesn't take too long.
These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
Right. Okay. Should I try that again?
I believe in you.
Okay. Does Kuno believe in me?
There he still
might.
is, looking right through you
Okay,
with his
that was-
white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell.
I don't think I've ever actually
Within it
seen
is
someone
all
pass the
it does
vomiting
now.
checks. I'm sure it's possible, but... Oh my god, I've never seen anyone
The
fail.
corpse laughs at you,
No.
pus dripping from its mouth. You will never be able to hold it in. It's always too much. Every time it happens,
Yes.
it gets worse and worse. There's nothing more to throw up now. All that's left
is
is
dry heat.
crying and convulsing dry.
I've never seen this before. so-
I'm at a loss as well. I could swear your shit was together, detective.
Sometimes even that is not enough. Life is unfair.
Officer, you just need to be stronger. Learn to keep it in long enough for us to work. There's nothing else to do.
You can open this white check again by going to your character sheet and spending a skill point to upgrade your endurance. Gain new skill points by exploring and completing side tasks.
Relax. It's okay if you don't make it today. The bloated corpse isn't going anywhere.
Okay.
If you have a skill point, you might be able to try it again right away.
Is that this?
Yes.
Okay. Endurance?
Yeah.
Oh, right here. Level up. Total. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, that's the total. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the only one I could level up, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
There.
One
he
more
still
time.
is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body, as you breathe in,
There you
the
go.
odor comes over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it. This delicate machine, ready for picking. Instinctively, you crack your fingers.
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamel boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots. Ceramic plate, zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel, fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff. The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more arm after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for this species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form, ageless and synthetic.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics. For a full set, about 4 years of wages. By catching, do you mean, let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them? Of course.
The lieutenant nods often. It's part of his unplastic expression range, communicating both professionalism and sarcasm. This time, the latter.
That's for us to find out. Mr. Gart implied he was security personnel for the harbor company. This confirms my own assumptions. Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same. I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether. Like the scales of some ancient white monster, cracked and pearly. This feels dangerous. Are you sure? The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Stop!
Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
You're going to pull his head off.
Homo!
Yes, that's what I said. You'll compromise the coroner's case if you do. So please, don't. What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot? Maybe we should concentrate on what's outside the boot and leave what's inside to the boys at processing? Just this once. Besides, there's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They are fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet?
You're sure there's a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around. All right then. You can pay
for
the
honor.
hostel bill in honor points. How many honor points have you collected? Of course there aren't. Don't be naive. You still feel as though there might be some honor points. And if there are, you've surely earned one.
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch.
Industrial strength, the kind used for tying cargo to lorries. Yes, it looks like they use whatever was on hand, paying no attention to not incriminating themselves. The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing? Then you should ask me the first moment we get. It's not merely polyester, it's steel reinforced. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands. This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed. A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars. Alcohol and heartbreak.
Of no nation that I know of. If anything, it reminds me of religious illumination, last or penultimate century. Men who live harsh lives often turn to innocentic worship. But which one? I see no trace of a humanoid figure. I agree.
He wears a wide leather belt around his waist and a gun holster under his arm. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears, some sort of camera.
A True Get Sunshine. Mini.
Shit, Kuno? What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera. I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it. Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
There is only one ampoule left. Use it wisely.
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Here, a souvenir. Don't lose it.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms. His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
I'm gone. I'm a joke. Look at me. A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer. Go ahead, Cobbo. Into the wild pale yonder. In the past. Way out in the west. The blue heart. Oh, that's good shit. You'll love it. Just press down and fuck it open like you always do. Fuck it hard. Go-po-po the clown.
He means force. It'll work.
Physical instrument, nice.
What do you mean? It's the power of your imagination. Go ahead. Ask me more questions. You fucking love questions. Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions? Here you go, you loony. Fuck no. You're no Rooney. Between you and me, your name is probably Harry. You can be anything you want, brother Coppo. Because you have. Do I remind you of someone? Sure I do. You just don't want to admit it. Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once it's done.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos and extremities blotched pink and blue. As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
How should I know why you are squinting, officer? Oh. You are trying to assess lividity.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck are you saying?
Talking about shit.
Did we? I don't feel lucky. I agree. Totally dead. Absolutely. I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet, and his neck. The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think. Yes, there's always a chance we are wrong. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
Of course.
Oh,
You have questions, don't you? Come back later, Corporal.
So am I.
Oh,
Chain
yeah.
cutters. Oh, what was that?
Oh, you got a skill point.
Oh, okay.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it. Climb up there and saw the branch? There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees. I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a skewer.
Someone else? You mean like the police? Someone like a paid garbage man or a cleaning crew? I have bad news for you. That is a detective. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast. Yes, we do.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How? It absolutely will not, officer. That's
I
not
think
how
so.
physics works.
Yeah.
It will maybe cut one thread loose.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss. The pigs will miss Kuno.
But what else can we do? We are not getting him down already. Not getting him down is a task that's already accomplished. Sadly, it's not our job to keep him up there, but to get him down.
How do you plan to get him down then? With social sensibility? Are you going to educate him down?
Okay, they do have the tools and the men. And since it looks like they put him there... Okay, let's do it in the lousy, dangerous way. To ask the suspect for help with the victim's body? To be indebted to Evrard Clare? Very much, yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to handle this ourselves. Clearly we can't.
Suck my dick, bitches.
The leader of the Union. A dangerous and corrupt man, from what I hear. You don't want to owe him much.
Yeah, don't go being someone else's bitches. You're Kuno's bitches.
From the gates. By negotiating or fighting. Or we can try the secret route we found, where your cloak is. It looked doable.
I want to go to Kim's car.
Oh, yeah. The car's good.
I don't know if I've come across this car. I assume it's around here.
Yeah, it's just to the sort of the southwest a bit.
Oh, okay.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. A scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils washes over you.
All right, ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rouse per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canadian comes to life with a whiny growl, like a leopard waking from its sleep, yawning and roaring at the same time. The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm. Your fingers waste no time closing around the handle. Clutch disengaged. Release the handle. Clutch drops. Right foot yearns for the familiar touch of the accelerator pedal. You have synced with the machine's mechanical circulation. You feel an uninterrupted connection to the mechanics. After a while, you realize silence is your only answer. Do what you will with it. Of course it's only in your head. Of course it is. But it almost feels as if the clutch handle is gently squeezing back. The smell of freshly treated leather, the lack of dirt and dust on the dashboard, and a neat little brush in the cup holder, all seem to be whispering. I'm good, cherished and cared for, in the hands of a tending owner. at the bottom of the sea.
I lost some morale.
Yeah. Mysterious.
So strange. The machine is not on the bottom of the sea at all. It's right in front of you, well kept. Why did it say that? A dark feeling. This is going wrong. Let go of the clutch. The handle is pulled back. Somewhere deep inside the drivetrain, the disc is mated to the flywheel again. In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox.
This is the Cupri's Kinema, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox and the radio if you'd like.
Motor carriage.
Meow.
Something bad with the motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat.
The Cupri's Motorcar does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes.
But this is different. This is a sports
Meow.
You're right. I didn't take you for a motorcar enthusiast. Do you also like Tip Top, Detective? An interstellary racing series. You should definitely give it a go if you like motor carriages. It has fantastic competition. Yes, sorry about that. The Cupri's Kinema does have a rather distinctive engine sound.
He says it with very badly concealed pride. Nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Please proceed with the carefree lollygagging.
No, I'm afraid not. We have a murder case on our hands, remember?
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools.
At least his
But
pen.
what can you do?
Yeah.
Work is work.
Let's see.
The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand. You can do good work with these. Cut chains, locks, and ropes, especially belts. It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue, blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook. The frequency tableau lights up and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. You wonder what the lieutenant's default radio station is.
Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
Okay, so I was suspecting something about Kim's accent, but now there's several French accents here. So
yeah.
it is a French accent.
There's a lot of French accents in Revachol.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard.
10-4, what's your status? Over. 10-18, 10-20, over. 10-18, 10-20, over. State your message, sir. Over.
But you said... Never mind.
I forgot I liked it.
9, repeat message, over. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
Jean-Vic.
Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his name. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge.
Why? Did he find it?
Sergeant Person was wondering if you found your badge yet. Over.
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it. 10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
Oh no, I probably had a gun, didn't I?
Sergeant Person wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
It's not your business.
Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you? Okay, it's gone. Your gun is most definitely gone.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over. 10-1, you're breaking up. 10-9, repeat please. Over. 10-9, come in, officer. Over.
It went lower.
Even before you can get the words out, everything gets scrambled in your brain.
He says he didn't lose his gun, or his fun, whatever that means.
Ask him to describe it. His gun. Not his fun. Just the gun will do.
Satellite Officer McLean requests a description of your weapon. Over.
Oh, request a description, huh? We'll give him one. Describe the plasma gun.
Plasma? Kim, what are you packing?
It's a single-shot kill A9. An armistice, to be precise.
Says it's a kill 9mm armistice.
Armistice? What, is he a fucking... Clearly he doesn't have his Villiers anymore. Dear God, he lost his gun. Oh my, I can't. This isn't really a laughing matter.
Mac can face a giant of Coco Noor by himself, but Disco here made him piss his pants.
Oh,
going to.
Oh, sorry, Gigi. I frightened the cat with my laughter.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over. That's a negative. Not going to say that. Over.
What's he saying? Share with the class.
He said he sodomized your mother.
The prick ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Some nerve he's got.
Sure her vanilla waffles were the only thing he ate?
Shut up, Chester. This isn't funny. This is my mom we're talking about. Tell him to apologize right now.
Sergeant Orson requests that you apologize for the claims that you made about his mother. Over. Mac, he says you shouldn't have antagonized the Firewalker in the first place.
Who?
Satellite officer V. I'm afraid he might be referring to himself as Firewater, sir.
Firewater? He's lost it. Fuck it. Tell him to find his goddamn badge and gun. That's the only thing that matters.
Satellite officer V. Then for affirmative, officer is in pursuit of his firearm.
Oh, God,
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over.
Let's...
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to tap a little rhythm with his right foot. Quite a lot of time has passed.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello? Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
No, not me. No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the corpse. No one calls the police. The Union would get angry. You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto policed by the Dock Workers Union.
Words are not necessary to feel the lieutenant's discontent for the situation.
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways.
The other people who live around here. Local people, I didn't want trouble. You don't live here. You don't understand. Squealing is frowned upon here. Everything is dealt with, well, by the Union, internally. Please, I just didn't want any trouble. You do? Oh. What else can I do for you? Yeah, go on. No, I don't know. It wasn't me. I haven't been out there since. I was terrified of the stench and the corpse. You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir. What? No, why would you even think that? Please, don't bring Gar into this. It's none of your business.
God, why can't you just mind your own business? She mutters.
I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again. Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law. You told me back in the whirling. You told everybody, and so does your badge. I don't need to hear about it anymore. Oh, no, I haven't, sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours? Yes, absolutely should. It's awful that you lost it. It feels like you haven't worn yours in a long, long time.
You can click the little one with the cross in it to use a healing item if you need one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective. You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and you were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic. No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like, big bucks cannot lie, and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns. It almost looked like you pawned it, but believe me, I did not ask. Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on, the disco things. Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it. I am sorry about that. Anything else, detective? I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
You hear the call breaking up on the other end of the radio, and then the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
As always, it's DJ Mesh and Felicio, and you're listening to Street Freaks FM, bringing you the hottest, the nastiest, the most vulgar.
A flock of seagulls takes off nearby, startled by the roaring radio. Right away, the lieutenant reaches into the cabin and turns off the radio. He's not looking at you as he says,
Someone must have been messing with the radio and they picked up a random frequency. You wanted a prime line, right? Oh, is that what it was called?
Go for it. Turn the radio back on while it's still on the Speed Freaks FM.
Souped up motor carriage for one bad mama's boy. For the heavier foot and the freaky arm.
God damn it. Look, it helps me to stay alert on long nights, okay? It's a method. I'm not some kind of speed freak or... You would be too if you had this motor carriage. But seriously, let's quit joking around, alright? We have a case to investigate.
This is Precinct 57. Can I connect you to someone? 57's over and out.
In the cabin, you you see a set of steering levers.
Okay, we just passed 3 hours, so I think it's probably a good time to stop for the evening.
Yeah, just autosave, so that works.
Oh, it did? Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is really fun. It's
Yeah.
a good stream game, too.
Yeah,
so.
I like it a lot. And I'm seeing a ton of stuff I didn't see when I played through it, so that's nice.
So yeah, I'm definitely excited to get back to this maybe next Monday.
Yeah.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram.
Oh yeah, I forgot to do
The
that.
street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is, Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations. The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights. A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry.
Ah, Martinez. Let me see. Right here. No, it does not.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows. The first row has 18 dots. Not bad for what? You don't even know what it means yet. The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some. There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. Maybe even 200. The last row has 3 perforations. That's it.
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look. The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
I do like it. Megastar.
Yeah.
Yes, that does seem quite likely. Your youth coincided with some heady days for Revachol. But let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see... Wow, more than 200. It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers. Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there. For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident. But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for. Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others. Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies. Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now. Why not gardening? You've already got the gloves.
It's meant in
Still have
earnest.
them on.
Please don't mistake it for a jab. The lieutenant nods.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page. To the right of the task description.
Okay, now we can finish up.
Okay.
And you said it autosaves? So
Yeah,
should
and it'll autosave when you close out the game. You can
Okay.
always do a manual or a quick save whenever you want.
Alright, well, yeah, I'll try to get back to this maybe in a week.
Yeah, I'm glad we got into it.
Like I said, I like it a lot. I think it's formatted very well for streaming.
I think so too.
So, yeah, it's fun. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks everybody.